wind has dropped a little bit compared to how it was earlier. It was a really stiff breeze into their faces.
Here we are, guys. It's Sunday race time. The battle commences in Qatar. It's about to begin. Can Marquez win his second Grand Prix in Qatar and win 3 out of 4 at the start of 2025? 22 laps ahead of us. The riders are getting ready. It's go time in Qatar. 5 red lights. It's away we go, and great start for Marquez. He's raced off into the lead. So has Alex Marquez in second. Quartararo is going to stay in third, but Vinales is looking on the inside on Gianantonio, and Vinales keeps at 5th place. Morbidelli goes round the outside. Alex Marquez waiting the mark, I believe. Morbidelli takes the lead. Vinales is going around the outside, now the inside of Alex Marquez. Vinales is into 3rd place. Top Gun Maverick is in 3rd place. Brilliant for Maverick Vinales. It's so good to see him back in the top 3. But now Alex Marquez gets him back at turn 4. What a start here in Qatar.
Plan A was ruffle mark up, and it's already happened. We've had contact, so
yeah.
Let's find out what's missing.
Find out what's missing. Qataro's been bullied at stage now, but got Bagnaia behind him. Like 2022 all over again.
Wasn't able to pass anyone yesterday. He's already got past 4 on this opening lap.
Yeah. Trying to make sure the camera's in position.
He got a really good jump and he gave.
But wow, what a start here in Qatar. Morbidelli leads, Marquez second, then Marquez third. Marini on Ayagura at turn 10, I believe that is. And Marie trying to fight back, but there's no avail. Ayagura keeps her place. Aldeguer has got past Zarco. Digi Antonio ahead of Vinales now. Vinales back to 5th.
His career 2 years ago when he won the Grand Prix here, and he started well. He will be
Aldeguer still behind.
One of his favourite tracks.
Zarco actually, never mind.
Tyre conservation. He's always got a bit of tyre left at the end of the race. Fastest man yesterday by miles at the end of the race. So yeah, did you be pleased with his start?
Valentino Rossi, first time we've seen him in the pit lane this weekend, and it's his rider who leads. Frankie
Morbidelli leads.
Fresh from his sprint podium yesterday, leads them across the line. Marquez is second on the factory.
That's so. Morbidelli leads.
Look at the pace of Bagnaia.
Bagnaia's up to 8th. And Bagnaia doesn't even go wide. That's a great move by him. Although it was mainly due to the Ducati power.
It's almost like it was a Ducati against a Yamaha.
Or Motogp bike.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Do you know what I mean? It was so
Across us down the 13th.
Here we go. It's going to be so interesting.
So look at this. I didn't see it.
Mark's a bit wide, and that's the collision.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
It was
a
a little wing loss on the rear of Marquez.
Wings, isn't it, that's come on?
Yeah, it was red, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One of the seat wings come off on Marquez's bike.
Stegosaurus bits on the back of his bike, so that will just, you know, they are there really to help push down the rear of the bike.
Yeah, to help rear contact in the braking
zone. So Morbidelli still leads
on acceleration. So
he's still got one there, so it doesn't.
He's still got one there, Marquez. So it's not good. It's not going to be a big issue.
Riders, I think, might be one of them where you've lost a lot of wingage, and believe it or not, it doesn't seem to affect the bike that much.
We've seen Alex Marquez trying to stick his stickers on Mark all through the weekend. He's got stickers.
Yeah, there's Zarco and Quartararo now.
The USA, and he keeps slapping on Mark. I think he was trying to put another one on him, wasn't he? Down into turn 1 on the first lap. Here comes, I thought Vinales was about to have a go back at Gianantonio. But that's great to see, isn't it, Vinales?
Great to see Vinales up here in 5th.
Pecco is the man that I'm
watching.
He looks really, really comfortable back there.
Mark doesn't look comfortable.
No, I thought Alex was going to go for it then.
Yeah,
he looked comfortable with right-handers, now he's got to be back in the left-handers.
This is the stage of the race, as we said, and here comes Vinales.
Vinales having a look at Gianantonio, but no avail.
He's just not able to attack.
This will be
interesting
watching all the bikes, because if you're Bagnaia here, you're going to get such a slipstream off all those
Bagnaia will get a slipstream.
In front. The KTM's are fastest. Watch Maverick Vinales.
Yeah,
Vinales. Look at Vinales.
In the middle of the straight. But then when we get down onto the brakes, just that
and no avail, despite the KTM being quicker down the straight.
To get through, so it's as they were.
It's as they were. Morbidelli still leads at the fastest up at the race.
Ever won in Qatar, a Motogp race from beyond the 3rd row of the grid. Bagnaia has a shot here.
Bagnaia has a shot here,
He's only
definitely.
1.3 behind the leader. looks really comfortable. It was always going to be about the start. He got the start. He's got away with that group, and he's going to be fine.
So
yeah, like Morbidelli got the start.
Why didn't we see this yesterday?
He says that they have the different fuel tank on for the sprint race, less fuel. Obviously, all the riders.
Aldeguer on Quartararo, that's aggressive from Aldeguer, like it was yesterday. Aldeguer's been aggressive.
Then obviously his teammate Mark, but a lot of riders, when the bike's perfect, Pecco's perfect. Sometimes when the bike's a little bit off.
Well, that's mainly why a lot of people say he wins because of the bike. I mean, I'm one of them who said that, of
let me just deal with that later on. I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, Mark at the moment.
Mark's not doing good. That's Gian Antonio goes for an Alex Marquez.
Morbidelli pulling away at the front.
Second up.
Great to see Frankie back at the front.
Morbidelli still leads.
That season.
Oh!
Marquez has run into the side.
Marquez, Alex runs into the side to Gian Antonio. Masco put him way back.
He could well have ruined Digi's race here. What happened
It could have.
Then? I mean, that was bizarre. It was
bizarre, that was.
One of the fastest parts of the track.
Didn't really check that.
He came from miles behind.
I bet what he's going to say. Of course. And Marquez, brother, destroys our sport like he does, like his brother does.
He's got a job on to get second today.
Rossi, yeah, Valentino, you lost 2015 due to your own arrogance.
Vinales up into third.
What a scary moment.
Many people forget about that, but Valentino started that. Lap 4.
On a Motogp bike at that point where they tip it in on the brake.
There goes Alex Marquez again on Quartararo.
This could not have gone better for Pecco Bagnaia. I don't know how many times we've seen this.
Well, that's aggressive by Bagnaia. Bagnaia tried keeping in it.
When he started down in 13th on the grid, and people just passed out of his way, and he just got
Bagnaia down the 4th now.
And won that race. Well, from 11th, he's up to 3rd.
Alex Marquez is already back.
Here we go.
Let's have a look at this.
This is it. 5th gear. I mean, the move's not on, is it?
No, it didn't look on.
It didn't look right, did it?
No, when you see it again from
he lost a few winglets, did Alex?
Hard from on board.
Yeah, obviously it's under investigation. I mean, it's contact. You've destroyed someone's race completely. You would think that
Mark does not look comfortable on the second place Ducati.
Unsurprisingly, is Frankie Morbidelli out front, but
Morbidelli out in front still. Gian Antonio is out of points now.
Just on that shot that we saw of Mark, 1.1 now at the gap. I don't know. He looks a bit more comfortable. He just hadn't looked right in the first part of this race.
Yeah.
No, it makes you wonder if he's got that chatter, that vibration he calls it at this
Mainly,
point.
he could be.
The tyre's still fresh. They've only done 3 laps.
Yeah, I think that I wanted to race. Mark will come into his own.
The bike comes to him, and then he's able to attack.
Well,
so Alex Marquez now in 7th place.
We've got a race on our hands. Alex Marquez has dropped back behind his teammates Fermin Aldeguer after making that mistake, and
I bet Rossi's going to moan about that.
Being run off wide.
Well, mainly what his salty fans do. They always moan about a simple overtake.
Well here though, hasn't it?
Like Mark in Austria last year, Max Bianchi on Bezzecchi. Remember Rossi fans, he should get a penalty for it. The salty ones, not the good ones. The good ones are okay.
Here we go.
So Alex Marquez gets a long penalty for irresponsible riding. But here we go. Bagnaia on Marquez. 129. No, it's not. 129.
He leveled him. He put it perfectly. If he doesn't,
so Bagnaia now overtakes Marquez.
Second, and has had a brilliant first 4 laps of the race.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, Bagnaia looks on it today.
I was kind of feeling that Davide Tardozza, the Ducati team manager, has had one of his famous words to Pecco.
Yeah.
We've seen him before. He's really good at firing his riders up, and he'll have been saying, if you want to win the World Championship this year, you have to attack.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing.
That's what you got to do if you want to be world champion. You got to attack. That's what Marquez did 6 times at the Premier League class, even in his rookie year until 2020 happened.
Now he's generally not panic and try and stay with Pecco.
Yeah, Marquez. He knows what to do. He knows to not panic and stay with Bagnaia.
He's up into second. He's got his pal.
As Vinales is right behind him. It's great to see Vinales in the top 5 this weekend. It's genuinely great to see him up here.
Through the little kink of turn 8, then into 9, and this is where Marquez has his strong point of the track. Look how much he closes in on the left.
That's how much he closes in during that turn.
He loses it then on the
turn 9, I believe that is, or turn 10.
Right-hand corners, turns 12, 13, and 14.
That's 12, 13, 14. So that was turn. Yeah, it was turn 10.
Vinales, who sat there, top KTM, looks really comfortable.
Vinales does look comfortable.
Next KTM is Acosta in 9th.
Let's have a look at this. This is from Marquez on with the Gian Antonio and Alex Marquez battle.
It's definitely clean enough. We'll get a really good shot at the attempted pass on, or maybe not.
No, never mind. Marquez might get Bagnaia back on the straight.
That's turn 1.
That's turn 1, yeah. when Morbidelli went past.
A lot of contact in this race already. You can see the battle is raging on between
Marquez is going to get Bagnaia here, surely.
And there's one of these stegosaurus.
Get back on my live action, please. Lap 6.
Good track position.
You can see at the top of your screen.
No, Bagnaia stays ahead.
Get through. Bagnaia closes back.
As Alex Marquez gets to the firm in Aldeguer. He was already ahead, I think.
On Friday when I did my lap on the BMW, I said the strange thing about this track is you've always got your shadow on the inside.
Yeah.
So it does look like someone's passing you. You get used to it.
It kind of does look like that sometimes.
The problem is during a race, sometimes that there is someone having a go at passing you. And I predicted a lot of collisions, and that's what we've had.
Alex, of course, has his long lap penalty stake, but has just passed Fermin Aldeguer's team.
Yeah, so I think he's going to take it now, though.
He will have to give that back up and then have a lot more work.
He's going to take it now. He's going to take it in a few laps. Have a look.
At the front, the gap has closed.
He's doing it now. He's doing it now.
To a second. Here comes Alex Marquez now. Meanwhile, Jean Zarco, that promotes up to
Alex Marquez now, but he's going to be back behind Alex
pulled out of the race yesterday.
Yeah, Brad Binder. Thought he was going to be Bastianini, but Bastianini's behind Alex Rins.
Massive vibration. He didn't know actually the tyre was delaminating.
Morbidelli's still in front.
Bagnaia is reeling Morbidelli in, you feel.
Yeah, Bagnaia kind of does look like that.
On this lap so far.
On lap 6 of his Qatar Grand Prix.
Well, already we've got a better race than I was expecting. I was concerned Mark was going to get the whole shot and then get into his rhythm and check out. It's been anything but that.
Yeah, it's been Frankie Morbidelli since
it has.
The gap between turns 1 and 2 who's led this one. The gap's down to 0.9. Bagnaia with the fastest lap on the last lap.
Yeah, Marquez looks a bit closer here.
Of the all-time, not the all-time record, sorry, the race lap record, which is a 52.6. Set by Pedro Acosta last year.
Last season, that was set by Pedro Acosta. Surprised he actually kept that fastest lap, to be fair, last year.
On the factory KTM,
13 months ago.
Who's the quickest of those in 4th with a 53.
So Marquez again close to Bagnaia. Can Marquez make the move here as we start lap 7?
Perfect position, should get a good slipstream. If he goes to the inside, no. Yes, he is. He's going to have a look. He's
going to have a look. Oh, that's close.
Surely he's got to run a bit deep there.
He does. He keeps a place. Great move by Marquez. Come on, Mark.
And he holds on in front of Bagnaia into turn 2.
That's definition of the best braking rider on the entire grid.
He left no room for Bagnaia.
Pecco, take your lesson from that.
It wasn't dirty. He could have gone even further.
The salty Valentino fans like, oh, Marquez just did a dirty move. Penalising, give him a long lap penalty. Shut the fuck up. That's what I'd say. I cited the language. I had to. Just improvising stop the salty Valentino fans.
Earlier in the week when we were on our way over to Qatar, we're all talking to each other in the week and saying, oh, I just fancy we're going to get the head-to-head.
I always put on my quotes where I'm like, to improvise the salty Rossi fans. Within Marquez should be punished for basically anything.
Oh, by the way, fastest man on the track. Yeah. Don't forget about Maverick Vinales.
Yeah, don't forget about Maverick. He looks quick, he does. And Zarco's behind him too.
He's having a great race on the Tech 3 KTM. I mean,
he is.
Acosta did last year.
Exactly. You look further down. So Acosta's in 7th. You've got Brad Binder in 13th, and then Anea Bastianini
in 15th.
Back down in 15th.
A reminder, Brad Binder took 2nd place twice here last year.
Vinales closed on Bagnaia.
So Vinales emulating that as he puts pressure on Bagnaia now.
Yeah, and all he has to do, Vinales, is make sure he gets on his back wheel onto the
and the KTM is the quickest bike down the straight usually, so
it has been all year.
He's going for it, Vinales. He's going for it.
Here we go from Maverick Vinales.
That's a great move by Vinales. He's taking a podium place off Pecco Bagnaia.
When someone passes you that you're not expecting.
Another lesson for you, Pecco. Don't underestimate your rivals. I don't think he does anyway.
But Bagnaia, tried to level him, but Maverick's going to go wide.
Surely, because that was deep.
Yeah.
No, he's held it.
He's held it. He's stopped the bike. Brilliant from Vinales. He's up to 3rd. He's enjoying himself this weekend.
In the debriefs, and Maverick sometimes can be positive just for the sake of it. And I didn't sort of believe what he was saying, but he's backing it up now. Well, he might be Vinales for the win.
Yeah, Vinales for a win.
You didn't. No way.
Like tomorrow will be a year since he's winning America. Can he do it in Qatar this weekend, today?
You never know what's going to turn up when Vinales is on song, and he certainly is tonight.
You never know what's going to turn up when Vinales is on fire. He's probably got his Top Gun jets, his jet mates with him, at Top Gun. Yeah, he's facing a piece of the greatest rider of all time.
Yeah, and it's funny, Hervey, we spoke to him yesterday, he was saying really positive things about Maverick.
He's going for it. He's going for it.
He's going to go for it.
No.
Not this time for Vinales.
He's an enigma though, isn't he?
Vinales is loving himself out there. He's loving the KTM this weekend. KTM, remember, have not won a Sunday race since Miguel Oliveira in 2022. So, 2.5 years without winning us on a Sunday. Can KTM do it today?
But you know what? We love to be proved wrong.
Yeah, I do sometimes too.
He's right on the tail of Marquez.
He's right on the tail of Marquez is Top Gun. Vinales is not going to make a move to the inside like he did with Bagnaia. He does get close though.
It's that corner entry phase. The KTM though, with Maverick on it, looks really quick.
Yeah, it does. That 9.
It has been the fastest through the speed trap, like I said. He's got the slipstream.
He's got the slipstream Maverick Vinales. He's closing, but he ain't going to be enough. It has to be an aggressive send if he was going to make it.
Has to run a little bit deeper, but no way through for Maverick. The gap is down to half a second between Marquez and Morbidelli.
Imagine now you're Frankie Morbidelli. You've not won a race. You've not led a race for so
Yeah, he's not led a race since I think 2023 in Argentina.
It's the fact that it says NN or Mark.
Yellow in sector 1. It's not Alex Marquez.
It's Frankie.
Yeah.
It's Frankie.
Is it Dry Mirror again?
He's just out for a Sunday ride.
Well, he's obviously just feeling it.
I think it's Dry Mirror again.
He's vibing out there.
He's his own man.
Jack Miller's crashed out.
Oh, Jack Miller. Jack Miller on the Pramac Yamaha has crashed out.
For Jack. A couple of crashes in qualifying. He's been ill all weekend. Not had the feeling on the front of the
Yeah, he's not had the feeling on that Yamaha this weekend. Unlike Fabio Quartararo, who's in 8th.
If you don't have that feeling, if you don't have that confidence around this track, you are nowhere. So
yeah.
Weekend to forget, but he loves Jerez, and we know the Yamaha goes well around there.
Yeah, the Yamaha goes well usually around Jerez, so looks like Quartararo and Miller could get something back there.
You feel, well, it clearly looks like he's being held up, but they are closing in again. Another 10 closer to Morbidelli.
Yeah, they're closing on Morbidelli. I think Vinales has got to stay patient here. Zarco not out of this. Honda not won a race for 2 years.
6 seconds behind.
Miller's rejoined, but he's going to be back in last.
Pleasing to see this race for many reasons.
Yeah, Vinales keeping with Marquez. Could Maverick Vinales win the Qatar Grand Prix? He hasn't won it since 2021, which is over 4 years ago. But his last win for Yamaha. And what was his last win for nearly over 3 years? Could it happen today for Top Gun as we start lap 10?
Perfect position for Mav.
Oh yeah, should get him in.
He should get him. Vinales on the inside of Marquez. Yeah. Oh, perfect for Maverick. Vinales takes 2nd place in this Qatar Grand Prix. Maverick Vinales could be on course to take the victory today, or at least get a podium. He's enjoying himself out there. It's Top Gun Maverick.
Motogp Class 1 as well in 2017. Remember that when he started so well in his
He is enjoying himself with Maverick Vinales. It's so great to see him back here in the top 2 places. I know he's overtook my favourite ride on the grid, but yeah, I'm pleased for Top Gun. Honestly, I am pleased for him. One of my favourite riders is Maverick.
In this situation, you know when you are trading positions, when people are on your back, when you're racing rather than setting a pace.
That's Gian Antonio on Dran Mia. Lost a little winglet.
Someone else has lost the wing there.
Yeah, Dramia's lost the wing.
That you're running, how much tyre you're using, how much can you?
Vinales has got to be careful how much tyre he could use here, because we have enough at the end to defend from Marquez, Morbidelli, and Bagnaia, and maybe Zarco. Yeah, after a poor first few races with KTM, Vinales is on swan song here.
But the reality is, once you get in a fight, the natural instinct of the fight takes over. You can lose your cool.
Vinales, he's going for it. No, he ain't. I really thought he would. Abort mission. There's no abort mission here, though. Is it going to be a mission pass? No. It's abort mission again. It won't be abort mission down the straight, knowing the speed of the KTM. We've got a cracker on here in Qatar. Vinales going for it. He's going to take the lead at a race. Marquez coming through as well. Morbidelli goes from first to third. It's lap 11 now in Qatar. We're at the halfway distance of this Qatar Grand Prix. And Vinales takes the lead. Unbelievable here in Qatar. Top Gun Maverick leads the Grand Prix for KTM. Tech 3, I've not won since Oliveira in 2020. Now Bagnaia comes through on Morbidelli. Morbidelli inside a quarter of a lap goes from first to fourth. But Morbidelli fights back on Bagnaia. That is brilliant for Morbidelli. On Pecco Bagnaia, the two great powers in the VR46 cam. Morbidelli now stays at the Bagnaia for now. Wow.
This place always delivers. Just so you know, Vinales sits 18th in the championship.
Yeah.
He scored just 6 points.
This will put him on 31 this will if he stays like this.
With 25 big fat ones.
Yeah.
Is it going to last? Or is it just
I don't think it's going to last, but we'll see. Bagnaia comes through now, Morbidelli. That's a great move by Bagnaia. But Morbidelli is going to fight back again.
Be careful. These are really good friends.
Yeah, these are really good friends. We don't want to see him crash out. And Morbidelli hangs on.
Bagnaia's going to have the inside line. No. There's some trust there.
Yeah, there's some trust between those two. Morbidelli fights back again. Oh, that's aggressive. Bagnaia gets the position though. The crowd will be on their feet. I would be editing the top 3, but that'd take too long, and me changing the colours all the time, I just don't think it makes sense. Because it'd be too much work. Now Marquez closes on Vinales. Vinales could be on for a podium finish here today.
Meanwhile, Marquez plugging away behind your race leader.
Yeah.
Half race distance, 11 down, 11 to go. Maverick Vinales leads the Grand Prix.
Yeah, Vinales leads.
It's not 2017.
It's not 2017, it's 2025. 8 years in the future. Vinales on the KTM, Marquez on the factory Ducati.
There's a big lap for Bagnaia. He had to tough it out. He lost 0.7 of a second in that fight.
I think Argura's gone down. He's just gone tumbling down the 15th. Or has he? No, he hasn't.
He's 0.9 of a second behind Mark.
Alex Marquez still behind. Acosta, Aldeguer is closing up. Aldeguer could be on course to become one of the youngest podium sitters ever.
It feels like that to me for Maverick. The longer he stays out there, the better this race gets.
Yeah.
Will be a popular winner. Talking of Zarco, yeah.
Oh, it's that 12 now.
5 seconds behind Maverick here. For me,
Yeah.
Aldeguer's there.
Aldeguer's there too. He's actually closing.
It's incredible the improvement Honda have made.
Yeah, it's actually incredible.
They were absolutely nowhere last year.
Yeah, they were nowhere last season. This season, they're fighting for a podium. Zarco goes for a Morbidelli. Morbidelli trying to hang it around the outside. Zarco goes aggressive. Morbidelli being aggressive as well. But Zarco gets 4th place for the LCR Castro Honda team.
Just to push Morbidelli off to say, not today.
Yeah.
Took a tighter line. Took a tighter line in there, didn't he, as well, to make sure
Vinales
couldn't come back at him. Right.
extends the gap on Marquez for this section of the track.
It's come down 0.2 of a second so far on this lap.
Yeah.
And this is
Bagnaia now closing again.
Bagnaia, you have to risk everything now.
Don't discount Zarco from this either. With Zarco's late race pace.
Your teammate to beat you again if you want to win the World Championship this year.
Who is going to be the fastest in the final 2 or 3 laps on tyres that are going?
I don't know. I'm going to say Zarco.
And that's why you need to make it count at this point of the race.
Yeah, you need to make it count at this point of the race.
Francesco Bagnaia, his fastest lap of the race, and he's only a 10th of a second quicker than the boys at the front.
Yeah, Binder goes over to Luca Marini for 10th place.
It's win or bin stuff, isn't it, from Maverick Vinales?
It's win or bin for Top Gun. He is trying.
He loves to be out at the front of races.
He does.
Last year, if you remember. And let's not forget, last time out, Ducati completed the full season, 20 race victories. Of course,
Yeah.
the last non-Ducati winner was Maverick Vinales.
Yeah, it was.
On the Aprilia in the US.
Yeah, on the Aprilia in the US.
Came out of nowhere.
From absolutely nowhere, did the double from pole position, and then got nowhere near it again.
Yeah.
Joan Mir's entered the pits. Has been under
I think
the
Mir's going to retire
Has had a collision with
from the race. Joan Mir's not been well all weekend, and yeah, he hasn't been on it.
Coming through, he's up into
Alex Marquez looks to be struggling out there. And Quartararo could be get back on this battle too.
On the front row has been sort of beaten up, hasn't he? But he's been mugged on the straight every
Yeah.
time. There's nothing he can
That's
do.
the problem for Yamaha. Quartararo's getting bugged on the straight. If this was Assen, I think Fabio wouldn't be that bad, because obviously Assen is not really a power circuit.
He's had a collision with the Gian Antonio, done the long lap penalty. and having to fight his way through.
Yeah, having to fight his way back to the field.
At the front of this group now, he is chasing down his teammates, and he's 3 seconds behind him.
Yeah.
Marquez, that's Alex Marquez to Fermin Aldeguer.
Damage limitation for Alex Marquez.
Yeah, damage limitation for Alex.
In second place, it's just steadied, hasn't it? At 0.7 of a second now. I mean, between.
Yeah, Zarco's actually not closed up on Bagnaia.
More actually there, 0.6.
Lap 14, Vinales still leads the Grand Prix. Could it actually happen?
No, not at all. Not at all. You can see the groups are riding really close together. We've seen plenty of passing. There's only 9 laps to go now, so no,
9 laps left.
Been an issue at all, which is good, pleasing not to have to talk about that.
Good.
That's Binder's looking Quartararo, but it's not going to be good at battle for Brad Binder, unfortunately.
8th place, then Quartararo 9th, hanging on in front of Binder, doing a great job too. So
I mean, yeah, Martin 17th on a champion's return.
Data gathering here, absolutely.
Just data gathering for Martin, and then Jerez will be return the top 10, it looks like.
He was up there and then he's dropped backwards. Don't know if there was a collision. He's 14th as Agora. You can just see at the top of your picture.
Yeah, Quartararo still can't get ahead of Pedro Acosta.
He's still talking about the basics of, I'm not comfortable on the bike, I need to adjust my riding position.
Yeah.
Because he's done no testing. So
he's done no testing.
The basic level of what you would
oh, yellow in sector 2.
Who is it who's gone? It's not one of our leaders, I don't
It's not
think.
one of our leaders.
Because there is Vinales still just ahead of
It's not Martin.
He's pushing. He's actually trying to break, isn't he, on this lap?
Oh, it's Augusto Fernandez. In for Miguel Oliveira. The 2 Prima Yamahas have crashed. That puts Chancho up to 19th.
You never feeling about Maverick for today, though, I must admit.
Oh, yeah. Captain Hindsight here alongside.
Yeah, that's going to be for Augusto Fernandez.
Maverick,
do you know someone will, though? I know somebody on social media will post a picture of a betting slip.
Oh, without that, yeah. But they don't show you the 21 betting slips.
Exactly.
Yeah, Vinales is going for it. What's that in the middle of the track? It's not on the racing line. Actually, it is actually, never mind.
A little bit of VR46, didn't it? Bright yellow.
Oh, Martin.
Oh, so Martin has crashed. No, what's happened here? Look at the marks on the track.
What's happened here?
He didn't need this.
Has he run off the edge of the curb, lost the front?
Oh, he looks hurt.
He must have, Neil, and he did not need this. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, that's a...
Onto his right hand, that will have been.
Yeah.
Not the plan.
Yeah, the
not the plan for Martin.
The top of the curb, the edge of the curb, there is a drop. It's about probably 3
Marquez closes on Vinales at 15.
Just dropped off the edge, and that's him down.
Look who's just done his personal best lap of the race, Neil.
Yeah,
Marquez. This is why he comes good.
Personal best lap, and we are on our lap 15 of
yeah.
22.
Vinales has said about 5 laps, or maybe more of this Grand Prix. He's done impressive here as Top Gun. Vinales goes wide.
Really wide there.
They would get the exit though. That's the more benefit to going wide, you get a good exit. Like if you go that wide, you can get a good exit afterwards and maybe try and get a bit of time back.
Potentially going backward.
I hope Jorge Martin's okay.
Yeah, we hope he is. It looks a nasty one, he did. We don't want him out for Jerez, we don't. That's going to be his first of, I think, 4 home Grand Prix this year.
Yeah, that wasn't in the schedule.
That wasn't in the schedule for Jorge Martin.
Between Marquez and Bagnaia.
This race is about getting down for Martinator. He's still down.
Yellow flag down there, and the medical staff are with Jorge Martin.
Yeah.
It would be just... It'd be a typical sod's law for Jorge Martin to have picked up another injury.
Yeah.
I mean, all through his career, thankfully for him, in his World Championship winning career,
yeah.
there were no bad luck crashes.
Yeah, there were crashes.
There were crashes.
Yeah, there were crashes, but
almost he had the luck where he didn't break any bones.
He
yeah.
His Moto3 championship.
Yeah, he did.
He broke his
at Brno, he crashed.
Do you remember that high side at turn 10?
Yeah. Then Portimao broke out 8 bones in his first season.
Tell you, the pace at the front is incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Consistent.
Lap 16.
He's got the only 2 in the 52.7s, Bagnaia and Alex Marquez 52.8s.
Yeah.
Joan Zarco still there in 4th. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
The first part of the racetrack, Maverick struggling on.
Yeah.
The rest of the track, Vinales is actually quite decent on.
Mark's fast around the lefts, I think.
Yeah, that's true. And then Vinales maybe faster around the right-handers.
I say struggling, he is quicker than anybody else out there apart from Marquez.
Yeah. He's gone wide again.
Really wide, and Marquez takes advantage on this occasion. Struggling on the left-hand side here is
Vinales is.
We saw it in turn 2. We've just seen it in turn 2.
So his tyres are gone.
And now Marquez takes over.
Marquez takes the lead.
Here is yellow flag still out, but not here, not in this part.
Yeah, it's a Martin. I want it to track. Sector 3 or 4.
Keep thinking about looking forward. Don't think about what's happening behind you.
Yeah.
Because before he knows it, Bagnaia will have passed him. He's wide again there, though, isn't he? Makes you wonder if he has used a bit too much time.
Yeah, he may have done.
You see the bike already protesting there.
Big gang on to a podium might be impressive from Vinales.
For the first time since turn 1.
Yeah.
In this race.
It's the first time this season we're not going to have a Marquez, the two Marquez brothers on a podium.
Struggling, it seems, in the left-hander.
Obviously the second time actually this season, along with Texas.
Right,
First time this season we don't see Alex Marquez on a podium.
I say weakest. One thing Mark said this weekend is how hard he is working to close that gap in those kinds of corners.
Yeah.
When we say weakest, you know, he has still one.
Vinales still got a slipstream, so that helped him against Bagnaia.
Yeah, it basically his weakness of the fast right-hand corners.
Yeah.
And why he says that is because he can see all the data from his brother, from his teammate as well.
In the right-handers, Maverick's still getting it stopped and turned, isn't he? It was a 53.4 from Mac on that last lap.
Yeah, it's lap 17.
52.8, as was Bagnaia. Bagnaia now will be sensing he's got a chance to...
Yeah, Bagnaia will now be sensing he's got a chance to make it a factory Ducati 1-2.
He'd see almost as a win.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say yes and no because
he's been there for it.
If he finishes second to Mark, that means Mark's won, what's that? Is it 7 out of 8?
Yeah, 7 out of 8.
Turn 6.
Just made the mistake the lap before. The problem is because it's so dirty offline, you can't then continue to trail brake.
Bagnaia's coming. Bagnaia's coming.
He is.
The gap between himself and Marquez has come down.
Yeah, could be a good end to a race if Bagnaia's got a bit of tyre left.
5.5 to go. It's Marquez on the 93 leading. Maverick Vinales on the 12.
Yeah.
The KTM Tech 3 bike in second place. And in third...
If Vinales loses only 2 times to lap to Zarco, Vinales has got a podium here.
Yeah, the rear of Maverick's bike was moving
I think he'll take that as a positive.
It's going to be interesting. I read this morning that Pedro Acosta's gone back to the 24 version of the KTM, looking on the new bikes working. I wonder what Mav's got on that bike.
Yeah. Wonder what Top Gun's got.
Through those right.
The right hander, that's it. And then in the lefts.
Marquez is stronger in the left-handers.
Zarco still hanging on in front of Morbidelli, you know, but Morbidelli is coming back to the Frenchman now.
Yeah.
But paying Zarco, it's not enough. I'm just going to say
5 laps to go.
Be a decent back, wasn't it? It was 2+1 contract that he got from Honda.
Yeah.
Big lap that from Mark. Again, it was another 52.7. That's like what appears to be the absolute limit.
Yeah, he finishes off the lap well, doesn't he? He took out...
Yeah, he usually does. There goes Bezecchi on Binder, I believe.
In the last sector alone.
Or is it Binder on Bezecchi?
Binder in front of Bezecchi, but Bezecchi is... Oh, coming through on the inside.
Yeah.
Binder just ran deep.
It's great from Bez.
It's maybe a similar kind of problem.
Obviously, Binder went deep at turn 1.
Yeah, I sort of feel out of breath when I watch Binder. He's all action, isn't he?
Yeah.
Quartararo there in 8th, ahead of
Acosta. Quartararo ahead of Acosta in 8th.
And this is Bezecchi, Binder and Marini.
And Alex Rins is behind. The battle between Bastianini and Ayagura.
He's been a key part of it, but I can't stop reading that he's going to be replaced next year, whether it be Acosta or Toprak.
Yeah.
There's lots of rumours. It's hard to know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's lots of rumours.
Early days.
And there's a lot of people starting those rumours, and I mean by that management, people who will talk to their journalist friends to try and seed some rumours.
I'm slightly guilty.
Yeah.
You make them up though. No one talks to you. No. The gap at the front, 0.6 of a second now.
Yeah.
Bagnaia
Mark
has to make a move
still leading. Looks like it's going to be his race again.
This is further back.
Oh, Ayagura. At a moment. And lost out to Alex Rins now.
With Ayagura and Alex Rins coming through. My apologies. Jorge Martin taken to the medical centre.
Martin's gone to the medical centre.
I can't believe that. If he's injured himself, I feel so sorry for him.
Yeah.
Still a scrap on fourth here. Aldeguer closing in on Morbidelli and Zarco. What about Aldeguer?
Aldeguer's closing in.
Incredible. Yeah, fourth, almost on the podium yesterday.
I'm 19.
Well later on in the races. It's funny.
Marquez goes quickest now.
Was talking about how Aldeguer is riding. So Alex Marquez gets to see his data. Wow.
Yeah.
Fastest lap of the race, 52.6.
52.6.
Guess who?
Marquez
is now 0.7 of a second in front of Vinales.
Yeah.
And a massive 1.5 in front of Bagnaia.
On lap 18, Marquez
Yeah, lap 18.
just set the fastest lap of the race.
Let's see how usually in
He has
Qatar.
saved something in reserve. What did Alex say?
He has
about
saved
him
something in
yesterday?
reserve.
Yeah, his brother said, this is where he's good.
This is where he's strongest.
Yeah.
But you know what he does? He's able to turn the bike. So he's got less grip on the rear. And that affects your acceleration.
But Yards has actually kept second.
But what he does, he slides the bike, so it allows him to turn, and he does that little flick, stands it up, and punches forward.
Yeah.
It's subtle. It's actually really hard to see. I've been trying to study it myself. Not to be able to do it, to try to even explain it.
Top Gun though, what a ride by him.
It's so effective, and it's effective at these points in the race.
Maverick Vinales
He's going to be finished second.
He's a second clear of Pecco Bagnaia.
He is.
Yeah,
My Bagnaia's going to retire left.
Mark's going again on this lap. He was just outside the existing race lap record set by Pedro Costa last year.
Yeah.
One thing when we're looking at the lap records, he set a new all-time lap record in qualifying. There was no testing here this year.
Yeah.
So in terms of setup, in terms of grip, in terms of rubber that's down, it's a different weekend. It's really hard, isn't it, to compare year to year?
Yeah, absolutely. Got a feeling Aldeguer could end up fourth in this race. He's
I think I could end up fourth still.
Then those two riders in front of him, Morbidelli and Zarco.
Yeah, but because
Mark's that
he won't make a move, will he?
consistency.
He's not aggressive. He's not.
Again.
Yeah.
Look at that middle part at the start of the race, and then the middle part there. He just has got quicker and quicker.
Yeah,
and quicker.
he has.
He's built into it.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the next ones, but bear in mind he's just
Another fastest lap though. That is just ridiculous from Marc Marquez. He is just out of this world, he is. As Morbidelli goes into Zarco.
And now he applies the thumb screws.
Morbidelli up to fourth. The gap between Marquez and Vinales at 1 second.
Yeah.
Vinales to Bagnaia.
Vinales is
Bagnaia
1.5
is
seconds
second.
ahead. Looks like he's going to get second place
Taking
here,
his
unless
second
Bagnaia gets
point.
half a second each lap until the end.
Taking his medicine. Nod of the head from Valentino Rossi.
Yeah.
It's another good weekend for Frankie Morbidelli.
Really good.
I have to say.
Another great weekend for
Last result
Morbidelli,
this year
looks
has been a
like.
seventh. That was in the sprint in Argentina. 2 fifths, and then yesterday's third. In races, fourth, third, fourth, fourth.
Yeah.
As things stand.
Unreal for Morbidelli so far this season. He's actually looked a lot better on this version of the GP24, the VR46 squad.
There's a reason why Frankie Morbidelli's been a runner-up in Motogp before.
Yeah, there is.
Where his speed had gone.
Mainly because, mainly why he's here is because he was on the GP24 last year as well.
And he's back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the most interesting characters in this whole MotoGP paddock.
You ask him a question and you don't think he's understood.
Nearly 2 laps
because
to
he
go,
takes
and
his
Marquez
time
looks like he's going to win.
And then he just replies with a very cool phrase.
One-word answer.
Sometimes one-word answers, yeah.
Yeah.
Done a few track guides with him, and I've always thought when he's talking, this is going to take some editing.
He will.
Because of your bits.
Exactly. They need subtitles for my bit. Aldeguer is surely going to have a go on Zarco.
Yeah, Aldeguer's surely going to have a go on
Back
Zarco.
to Zarco, who had to pull in yesterday with the vibrations. The soft tyre, everyone expected it to work in the sprint. It just didn't, did it? Fell off a cliff.
Yeah, it didn't. Alex Marquez is still closing a bit. Lap 21. 2 laps to go.
Sets up on his penultimate lap. 1.2 the gap back to Vinales. 1.8 then back to Bagnaia.
What a feeling. You're leading, there's 2 laps to go, you know that.
Yeah.
You know you've got 1.2 seconds lead. You can cruise it home now.
Best
Yeah, you
Grand Prix
can.
we've had though, isn't it? Best race we've
Yeah,
had.
best race so far.
Really good race.
With Vinales getting involved too.
Things unexpectedly happening in front of our eyes. Maverick Vinales is going to be celebrating this one like
He will. Yeah, I think he definitely will. Aldeguer closing on Zarco.
Talk if KTM didn't rack up enough podium credits, wasn't there, about them dropping back to concession rules by July when the rules get all reassessed.
Right.
But this obviously gets added into the mix.
But it's such a shot in the arm for KTM. We know they've got the financial issues
Yeah.
going on, but that, when you're here and you're working in the paddock and you're part of that team, look, that's going on in the background. What's important to the whole KTM squad are results going forward.
Yeah, results
what it does is
are important to KTM.
everyone starts
Important to any
talking
team, to be
about
fair, in
them. They've all got an
MotoGP.
excuse, essentially. one result like this can change the whole momentum for KTM.
Yeah, it can.
And it will be interesting to find out what direction Vinales has gone with that setup. Is it 24 spec bike?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, really intrigued to know.
Yeah, we'll be intrigued to know what spec step he's gone with.
Here is Marquez coming towards the end of his penultimate lap.
Yeah, Marquez. Just imperious, isn't he?
Including this final corner on the circuit. Still Maverick Vinales trying to keep him honest. The gap at 1.4 seconds.
That's lap time, man.
Looks like Marquez will extend his lead at the top of the championship and add another 25 points to his account with his brother down in 7th.
Yeah, very massive championship lead for Marquez now.
He will open up a decent whack.
He'll open up a championship lead.
Alex and Pecco. Maverick Vinales this season.
He'll be pleased with this, he will.
12th. And he's about to take 2nd.
Yeah, Bagnaio's going to get 3rd again.
The person we thought coming here was going to have a shot at victory. He actually had one when he was 2nd on lap 5.
Yeah.
You're thinking, here we go, Pecco from 11th on the grid can go past Morbidelli.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen, did it?
Yeah, it didn't happen.
One thing I will add, Gav, you want to be a favour and stop talking about this man. All I hear is you talk about the man who's won 7 out of 8 races, pole position at all 4 Grand Prix we've been to.
Yeah.
I mean,
just unreal for Marquez.
On, Gav,
this is prime Marquez. He's back.
Thanks, Neil.
And he's winning Grand Prix for fun again.
We have given props.
Yeah, man who can beat him is himself. That's the end of it. That's the truth.
Still battling for 4th with Frankie Morbidelli. Joan's not giving me up.
Yeah, Zarco isn't giving matter.
As he came through turn 10.
Well, there's always a chance into the last corner. Well, you have a chance into turn 15,
yeah,
or a chance into the last corner. And Zarco is close enough and definitely brave enough.
Yeah, he is.
I'm just concerned, though, that Frankie Morbidelli's peripheral vision sometimes is in question. So
yeah,
I'd hate to see these two collide on the last corner and end up going down.
They've collided before, Morbidelli and Zarco.
The Frenchman. This is the key.
Marquez coming for the last corner now, I believe. Yeah, last corner.
Maybe not quite. No,
I don't think it's going to happen at the front, though. What is going to happen is that Marquez
has done it again.
Under the night skies of Qatar.
Yes! Come on! Championship's ours, baby.
It's a statement win.
It's a statement win for Marquez. Vinales is celebrating like a win at 2nd place.
Stretching clear at the top of the championship. He wins.
Yeah, Hostler raised the checkered flag.
Who's waving the checkered flag? Maverick Vinales.
Obviously last year Champions League winner Real Madrid. Vinales takes 2nd, Bagnaio 3rd, Morbidelli 4th, Zarco 5th, then for 2 Grassinis, Aldeguer and Alex Marquez, then Quartararo, Acosta and Bezzecchi ran out of the top 10. What a race in Qatar! Marquez makes it 7 out of 8 wins in 2024. 2025, sorry. But yeah, Marquez does it again. Vinales gets his first podium since, I think he's winning Austin. Yeah.
But life was made hard for Mark.
Life was made hard for Mark, but he pulled through. That'll be it, guys, for this watch along. Thanks all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe if anyone's new. It's totally if you signed in, and turn the notification mark so you don't miss any future videos / streams coming up. And Marc Marquez equals Jorge Lorenzo in Motogp podiums. Yeah, Lorenzo's last podium was his last win. I think it was. But when he battled with Marquez in Austria 2018. Yeah, triple Premier Class champion. Anyway, guys, see you on the next one. See you next time. Hope you have a great day. Marquez wins again.